Today is a good day to be a Minecraft player because one of the most annoying behaviors to do with drinking in Minecraft has finally been fixed. This is alongside a whole host of other features which were added in a brand new update you can download right now for Minecraft Bedrock. All platforms now have the 1.19.30 update, a minor version update on the surface that actually includes quite a few very useful parity features, but also includes the new mob voting system they'll be using at Minecraft Live in just a short few weeks. Very exciting stuff. Let's talk about exactly what's inside of it, because although Minecraft itself couldn't tell me if it was going to be 200 megabytes or then 800 megabytes or 86, I can tell you exactly what's going to be inside this update, and that is what this video is for. So here I am inside of the update, and I'm going to do something for the first time without being infuriated at the result, because here's the deal, I want to drink my Jump Boost 2 potion, right? However, before this update, drinking it would lead the empty bottle to go back into my inventory like it was a brand new item. After this update, supposedly, you can drink it and the bottle will still be there in your inventory ready to be used again. You can fill it up with water and make new potions, or you can choose to drop it on the ground if you have too much inventory space and you don't want to keep this free glass nonsense around with you, but that is your choice. The same is true for mushroom stew, although I can't eat it because I'm just too darn well fed, but if you eat mushroom stew, the bowl will return to your inventory and then you can craft another one which will stay in that same slot. These two things have plagued me for so long because it is very often that after you drink a mushroom stew, you want another one, and you've got the mushrooms because you're in the nether and it's your only food source. Or the glass bottle thing, you need to make more potions or you want to throw it away. It's very rare that you want to just have the glass bottle go straight to your inventory, and so it's lovely to see that fixed. Speaking of things it's lovely to see fixed, thank God that ghast spawned at the right time. They finally fixed the ghast fireballs to match Java in terms of how well you can bounce them. It previously used to be that you'd they would really bounce off at confusing angles, they wouldn't have the correct behavior at all. Now you can see they look very different and they act very different, and although, maybe we could argue that was my mistake right there, going much slower means that doing the return to sender achievement, and indeed just the only easy way to kill ghasts, has been made much easier. Whoa. I didn't even know there was a ghast behind me, or that I was on a platform just then. And so yeah, that's going to make my life a lot easier, especially while I'm working on my big nether tunnel, which this jump boost is not helping me at all here. But while I'm working on my big nether tunnel, it's just nice to have a way to kill ghasts that doesn't involve flying to them with fireworks or involves me having to bring a bow with me everywhere. It's super handy if you ask me, and I'm gonna drink my mushroom stew just to enjoy that. Wow, look, the bowl is still in my hand. I don't magically decide it's gonna go straight in my backpack. Also, by the way, where did the ghast go? I swear it was just here. Anyway, whatever. This is my big, silly project. I'll probably be working on later today in a live stream, by the way. But speaking of live streams, let's talk first of all about the other features in this update, because they have made a lot of changes to make Minecraft Bedrock more like Minecraft Java, mostly in good ways, which is very positive, but they haven't referenced one of the big features, one of the big reasons they needed to roll this update out, and that is the Minecraft live stream, which they're going to be doing for October the 15th, where they'll be revealing the next big update they're working on, as well as letting us, the community, do a mob vote. This mob vote will be the first one that you'll be able to do from the game itself. However, even though that technology is rolled out, until they actually put the world in there, I guess they decided not to throw that on the changelog. What is on the changelog instead though, besides modifying the fireball entity, as well as making the drinking and eating actually put the glass and slash bowl in the slot that it came from, they've also made it so the enchanting table produces a sound when enchanting an item. They made it so amethyst blocks no longer produce sounds when jumping off them. They fixed the bottom texture of the melon block to match the top texture. That was a weird thing we went through a few weeks ago, you might remember. Yeah, now the melon block actually has a regular bottom texture. The item stack pop-up animation will only play when a new item is added to the stack. Fixed an issue where light blocks will be removed when placing an armor stand over them. Light blocks, of course, being a hidden block that you can only access via commands, and armor stands are meant to be an entity, and therefore they're not meant to overwrite blocks, but they were overwriting the light blocks. They also changed some structure names in the /locate command to have underscores like in the Java edition, e.g. ancient city becomes ancient_city. At first I thought this was annoying because I don't want to have to type in underscores, but then they confirmed that you can still type in ancient city like you could in 1.19.20, but now the autocorrect will accept ancient_city, which I think is an improvement. Just Java players being able to do commands on Bedrock and vice versa is a big improvement. Also, they fixed an issue where bolts with chests would not drop the chest content when destroyed by the /kill command, and finally, one of the weirdest parity changes changes that I genuinely had never noticed is that oak and mangrove fence gates are now flammable. Before this update, apparently they just would not catch fire, and I did not know that. Maybe you didn't know that. Now you do. Speaking of things you know, this update has a whole ton of other fixes and changes. So they made the Hoglin and Zoglin hitbox size and hit range match the Java edition. They made the Skulk Shrieker and Skulk Skent Sensor generate much more frequently in Deep Dark and Ancient City, which is a good thing. I mean, the Skulk Shrieker might be a bad thing because it's scary, but there are now more Skulk sensors in the wild, so if you want to collect 1,000 of them and make something grand and pointless, you can now totally do that. They also modified the cat's head position while sitting to match the Java edition, and if a villager has a name tag, it'll be displayed along with their trade tier, which is, I think that's kind of cool. They also have made a whole ton of changes to Spectator mode. Spectator mode is still not in Bedrock unless you turn on the experimental gameplay toggle for them. However, it's really cool to see they're putting a lot of work into Spectator to bring parity with Java. That is really the big name of the game for this update, because though there are a ton of bug fixes, as with every update, there's a ton of bugs you might not have heard about, maybe you have, that have been fixed in here. There's also a really big bug which has been fixed, and that is the pink glitch. One of the weirdest bugs that I genuinely cannot understand in Minecraft is that the longer you play, the slowly, like over a long enough period of time, things slowly start to shift towards pink textures, until eventually everything is just pink and your game is filled with like this kind of weird magenta hue. And yeah, this is something that will just happen, and Minecraft finally fixed this in a bug fix for the last update, but then something about fixing the pink bug caused other things to crash in the game, and so it's only with this update they finally made it so that when you play Minecraft for long enough, things don't go pink. That is so confusing to say out loud, and it sounds like a troll almost, but yeah, Minecraft is filled with weird, confusing things. You know, some would say that's why we have the pancake. By the way, can we take a quick little diversion here to mention that, wow, fun fact, if you go to the dressing room, the vanilla cape, which said it was rolling out a couple of weeks ago, only rolled out this week for most people. But yeah, I've got a vanilla cape now. Do you like it? You know, I'm just trying to show off my new cape. But yeah, capes, to make this relevant to the update, capes will no longer render when you're in Spectator mode. And so there's a fun fact for you. Me showing off my little cape collection is actually a good thing. So yeah, this is every cape that you can get if you're not a Mojang employee, and I imagine we'll see some more ones soon. I swear I picked vanilla cape there, right? You saw me pick vanilla cape. Okay, I'm gonna try that one again. Do you like my new cape though? I think it looks pretty good. Do you like how it looks like some grass on top of some stone or some deep slate or something? I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know why my tail has to poke through it. You'd figure the cape would go over the tail, but no, there's a little hole in the cape just for my tail to go through, which is totally cool. Just like how it's totally cool they've made all sorts of other fixes to do with music, to do with fireballs, to do with controller, etc. And they've also added a new setting. This was available in the betas, but in the creator settings, which wait, is it over here, right? In the creator settings, you can now enable copy coordinates, and we can only do that on the keyboard and mouse. Right now, it's Control-Alt-C, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, there is now a new set of controls you can use if you're playing on a keyboard and mouse. Again, I am playing on an Xbox here with a controller. There is no such equivalent, although I can use the code builder, whatever that is. I kind of want to know. You know what? That control's always been there, and I've never even played around with it. We should find out sometime. Speaking of things we should find out sometime, there is a whole host of other features in this update, and you can dive into them if there is a bug that you're worried about being fixed. I tend to find there's a lot of like relatively minor things that tick along with each of these updates. It's very important that they do these bug fixes, and you know, I think it's important we reference that they're in here. However, the bug fixes aren't the most exciting things about updates, because again, you only usually care about a bug you're interacting with, and you probably only interact with 1 or 2 bugs per update. The fact that they fixed the drinking stew and potions thing is enough for me in this update to be perfectly happy. However, this update really is the Minecraft Live update. We are now just 3 and a bit weeks away from Minecraft Live, and now that the game is officially updated to allow it, it's started to become a bit more real, which means the questions now are what happens in 1.20. Obviously, there's going to be a 1.19.40 that comes out sometime between now and the end of the year, but when is 1.20 coming out? What is going to be inside of it? And most importantly, what are we going to vote on at Minecraft Live? All of these questions are the ones we're going to see a little teasers off soon, but it's something that I'm very excited about, so I don't know, don't be surprised if I end up talking about it in more videos, because yeah, this is the exciting time of the year. Not only is it when loads of video games start to release, but it's also when Minecraft starts to reveal what's happening in their next update. Speaking of the next update, did you know the Better Together update came out 5 years ago today? You might not have known, But I actually planned a video for today, not realizing it would be the 1.19.30 release date, and so you know what, there'll be a second video out today, as well as a live stream, because I'm still working on my very big Mining the Nether project. Also, another announcement is the Let's Play world has officially updated. This is a free update that you can download that will take it up to the start of 1.19. It took 3 months to go through certification, but it's now officially available, and you can download it apparently while you're playing Minecraft. I didn't realize you could download Marketplace maps while you were playing the game. Like, I'm playing the world, I'm downloading the world as I'm playing the world, which is a fun bit of meta right there. But you can do that if you really want to, and if you don't want to, well, I guess this video's over, and I hope you all enjoyed it, because I'll see you next time. Goodbye.